Yo, 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 yo.
What's good, baby? It's the OG Fantasy Football Show coming at you. We got the NFC West Divisional Breakdown today. Let's go!
I meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah. Wait, grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen, no a TV dinner plate. I'm so epidemic, I'm a causing epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, feeling like a tenant. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian.
Alrighty, I'm your host, Steve O. Joining me, as always, Willie. What's going on, sir?
What they do?
Thank you all for joining us today. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It's free to do. Helps your boys out, you know.
You'll hear that sound right there.
Yep. Bing. Getting closer to that subscribe number, getting closer to making this a full-time thing. Appreciate y'all. If you're coming back, we appreciate y'all coming back.
Sir,
rocking with your boys.
Make sure y'all follow us on our Instagram page, OG Fantasy Football 21.
You got the beard running that one over there. Holla at your boy on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm talking NFC West today, sir.
Let's go.
Wanna get into We're just jump right into it like we always do, man. Ain't gonna keep y'all waiting. We're gonna kick it off with San Francisco. Yeah. Yes, sir. Sorry to San Francisco, man.
All right.
This is a team that was a little disappointing last year.
Of course they were, but they had a lot of injuries last year
They did
take
have a
place.
lot of
So
injuries. Kind of a big one that was missing all year.
the most important one.
Yeah, he's kind of what makes that team run out. Christian McCaffrey.
Exactly. I mean, the stats weren't that bad for him offensively. Those team stats, offense, they put up 22.9 points per game. That was 14th. Yards per game, 376.3. That was 4th.
Talking about the Niners as a whole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rushing yards per game, 127.2. That was 11th. And passing yards per game, 249.1, which was 3rd. Defensively, though, is where they lacked. And, I mean, they added Robert Saleh back to the fold. So, I mean, I expect their defense to be more than improved.
I expect it too.
I mean, defensive players love playing for Robert Saleh. And, I mean, hey.
Yeah, I like his defensive schemes a lot too. I think Saleh's a good defensive coordinator.
So I expect their defense to be a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what it was when he was in New York, and he turned that thing around there, and now he's back in San Francisco.
They do the same thing again.
Yep. But as far as fantasy goes, let's jump into starter quarterback, man. Brock Purdy. He's kind of the unheralded hero of this team. I mean, he's throws for last year. He had 3,800 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he's been a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
He had 12 interceptions last year.
Did he have 12?
Yeah, 66 carries, 323
It was 5
yards.
rushing touchdowns. I'm looking at the wrong stat.
touchdowns.
Yep, my bad. My apologies. Yeah, but he had like a sneaky almost 400 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 20 passing touchdowns with a banged up ass wide receiver core.
Yeah, he finished quarterback 13 last year. Fantasy points per game was 17.8 last year. I mean, I probably have Brock Purdy slotted probably like he a good one of them 13 to 15 type of quarterbacks in fantasy.
I think this year, you're right. He just doesn't have enough weapons or pieces, I think.
I think this year he got the best weapons. I mean,
you think so? Like Debo and Ayuk?
Yeah. I mean, Ayuk going to be out until week 6.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
maybe
they're going to have to.
I think that was the one.
Yeah, they're gonna have to deal with that for 6 weeks. But I mean, when Ayuk get back, I mean, you got Ayuk, you got Ricky Pearsall, you got Juwan Jennings.
And Ricky Pearsall. I know you're pretty high on both of them as well.
Yeah,
correct?
I am. I like both of those guys this year in fantasy.
I do too. I mean, especially given their ADP this year in drafts. I think they're going in that 9th round.
Yeah, 9th, 10th round.
8th and 9th round respectively. They're right next to each other. And they're going to be the 1s and 2s on this team for at least that first half.
Yeah, for the first 6 weeks, you know who the 1 and 2 is, and both of them had some production last year. But Juwan got to get that contract settled.
That's what the news was. James Cook signed.
Yeah,
that's what the news was. My bad. It wasn't injuries. It was a contract. James Cook. I'm not saying it was us who convinced him to sign, but we brought it up last week.
Yeah, you got to get that done though.
Yeah, Brandon Bean, he's watching the show.
Yeah,
appreciate you, Brandon.
But I mean, back to Brock Purdy. I mean, Brock Purdy is one of those 13 to 15 guys you should definitely take a look at. I mean, he's a solid option.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those quarterbacks that I like in the back of drafts where
he's more than a waiver plug-in.
He is. He's He's a rosterable quarterback. He can be a starting quarterback depending on the games and the matchups that they have.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like I said, the previous 2 years he was not
really.
QB6 and QB8.
He's pretty consistent though at the same time. So it's like
that offense is so efficient.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like
yep.
Once you put him in, you really like set him and forget him low key.
Yeah, and then once it's McCaffrey in the red zone, it's dink and dunk or pass it off, or Kittle. You still have Kittle there.
Yeah, a lot of people have written off Christian McCaffrey this year.
It's either you're all in or you're all out on McCaffrey.
Yeah, and I think I'm really on the fence on it.
You're still on the fence?
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't really like the 1-2 term for CMC though.
What if you were able to get, if you went running back heavy and you were able to get Genty and CMC? Would you be okay with that, or would you split it up and go like?
But see, most of the drafts I have is really most of the mock drafts have Christian McCaffrey going in that first round.
Yeah, he's gone up like.
So you'll see see Christian McCaffrey go in front of Genty now, and you'll be like, oh,
which makes sense.
Wow.
As long as he's healthy.
As long as CMC's healthy, but I mean,
yep. Which is what we said back in May.
I mean, health has been an issue with CMC at this point. We have to call it what it is, and I mean,
and Achilles tendonitis.
How dangerous do you want to live is really how you want to go about it.
You're not wrong there, which is why I've even higher on Genty in the back of drafts. As like, if you want to go running back, Genty's the target. At least for me, he is.
In the back half, of course. Yep. Yeah, running back.
Yeah, if you want like an RB1, you don't have to worry about like he's gonna get all the work. You got 3 options in the back half that's really solid, and top options in that in that 1-2 turn. Yeah.
I mean, I got Genty, Harvey, Derrick Henry, and Josh Jacobs all in that RB1 that you could get in the back half of the drafts.
I like Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs just for consistency, but for PPR leagues, I think I would lean a different route.
Yeah.
If you're on that 1-2 turn, I would lean a different route. I think I would go wide receiver. If you're closer towards the other end of 2, where you're towards the 2-3 turn, I like running backs there like Chase Brown and Kyron Williams and those receiving backs who are going to get the same amount of points as...
I prefer to get the running back in the top half and then get the receiver in the back half if I was in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was
running back in the first half of 2 and then receiver in the second half?
Yeah.
See,
I think in those first, if you're playing in a 12-team league, I think in the first 6 picks of the second round, the running back value diminishes a lot.
It does. After like those first 2 tiers are gone,
it diminishes a lot, and it's really a who can you trust game. As much as I like Chase Brown and Kyron Williams in the back half of them drafts, it's like, can I really trust them though?
It's because you don't trust the running backs that don't get the rushing work.
Exactly.
I know you don't.
I need both. I need both.
So spoiled.
I need consistency. See, the reason I got Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs so high is because I know I get that consistent running. I'm going to get double-digit touchdowns. I'm going to get at least 1,300 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
Why not take that for me? I like the consistency. I'm going to get a little bit of work in the passing game because they're running backs. Because they're running backs. I'm going to get a bit of work.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Jacobs, he was 36 receptions, 300 yards, and a couple touchdowns.
Which is enough to bump him up
exactly.
there.
So
keep him relevant. And then Derrick Henry plays on an offense that's so efficient.
Exactly. It don't really matter. He can just keep trucking.
Like touchdowns are fluky, but Derrick's still going to get you.
Exactly. He's going to get that goal line work.
Yep.
They're going to get that goal line work.
And
the thing about the receiving backs that turned me off about the receiving backs is the goal line.
Yeah,
when they hit the goal line,
that's what makes like McCaffrey and Kyron so special. Is that red zone efficiency?
Exactly.
Which we'll get into the Kyron efficiency here when we talk about LA. But let's keep talking about this wide receiver room, man, in San Francisco. Because it's interesting.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery.
It's a mystery, but I think
it's a good mystery. Some Scooby-Doo over here, man.
I think it's definitely value to be had, though.
Yep.
It's a lot of good value in the San Francisco room right now.
Especially with Ayuk being out the first third of the season, Ricky Pearsall being a year 2 wide receiver. And we know year 2 wide receivers make a huge leap as far as statistics and production go on that team. And we already saw the production from Ricky the last 4 weeks of the season.
The last 2 weeks of the season, he was at least 6 receptions, 60 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he wasn't he a top 15 wide receiver the last quarter of the season? The last 4 weeks, I think he was a top 15 wide receiver. And then before that, it was Jawan Jennings, who I had rostered on multiple leagues because I had wide receiver issues, and he was a savior as far as that goes.
Yeah, and Jawan Jennings is definitely a solid option. I mean, last year he averaged 14 fantasy points per game. I mean, 77 receptions, 975 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, basically, I can understand why you move on from Debo after seeing what you've seen from Jawan Jennings.
Especially given the cost.
Exactly.
Yep. Age, cost, injury history.
But now that Jawan Jennings wants to get paid, it's like, oh.
He ain't going to cost Debo money, though.
He definitely ain't going to cost Debo money because Debo is a bigger name.
And then don't forget that Ricky Pearsall was also
you get a lot of value out of Jawan Jennings, though. I mean, Jawan Jennings is definitely the more trusted option than Ricky Pearsall.
He reminds me of like a discount Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's just crazy because he was wide receiver 24 last year. I mean, targets 112, 22nd target share, 26.3%, 15th target rate, 28.4%, 11th red zone targets, 15. I mean, that was 18th.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely was a solid wide receiver. And when you take it to the fact that he's still with the same system that he was in last year,
part I liked.
It's like, oh, okay, this is 1,000-yard wide receiver.
Ayuk was dealing with the contract dispute, and they were just like, all right, get in there, Juwan.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. And he took over, man. Like, he took advantage of every opportunity they gave to him.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm not sure what his ADP is at this point, but I'm sure
Jawan Jennings?
Yeah.
I believe it's round 8, but I can check here real quick.
Around 8 for Jawan Jennings is kind of wild, seeing how he finished in the top 25 last year.
Yeah.
You definitely get you an RB2. I mean, 14 fantasy points per game last year. I mean, you definitely get you a wide receiver 2 in a flex, in a flex value position.
Exactly.
So,
and it's right before all those bigger tight ends go in the later rounds, like the double-digit tight ends.
It's a cluster right there of wide receivers.
I like those
that
wide
are
receivers.
The same.
Like those rounds 7 through 9 wide receivers, I like a lot.
Yeah, a lot of those are the same wide receivers.
Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Darnell Mooney, all the Calvin Ridley, all your wide receiver 2s who are going to be
George Pickens.
Yep,
all those are in those.
Oh, you try to sneak Pickens in there
because you're a hater, and we're not gonna act like George Pickens ain't in that group. George Pickens is definitely in that group of receivers that you might want to grab.
All right, who am I checking on? I was checking on Jawan Jennings, who is currently looks like wide receiver 40. Double check here. But yeah, and then Ricky Pearsall, who I wanted to talk about too. We can't forget who was injured at the beginning of the season, so he had a slow start, which means he had an even slower start towards the later end of the season.
Yeah,
because he was out of training camp. It took him a while to get going, but when he got started, man, like he took off. And you're gonna have to
you talking about Ricky?
Yeah, I know.
I love Ricky, man. Ricky, a Florida grad.
You're gonna
you will. Yeah.
Chomp, chomp.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, I mean Ricky been a stud, man. Ricky was a star, bro.
Is the deep burner guy? Like haven't watched any.
Ricky is a
film from college.
Ricky is the package.
Yeah,
he's the package. He's what you want in a wide receiver. He's a route tactician.
Route technician.
He as a route runner, he's top notch, I believe. And then you add on 4.4 speed on top of that. Yeah, you got your.
That was the part I didn't realize until I went back and watched some of the San Francisco
and the hands are amazing. He doesn't drop passes. You gotta look back at some of his Florida film. You ain't see the one hand grab, the Jordan grab.
I've seen a couple of the highlights.
I mean, you ain't see the Michael Jordan grab. That was a catch of the year. College football.
Yeah. He reminds me of Zay Flowers a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He got a little Zay in his game.
That's when I was watching the San Francisco games. Like, that's what it reminded me. I was like, it's kind of like Zay Flowers, man.
Yeah.
It's like
he got a little bit of Zay in his
burner game. Guy. They'll use him a little bit here and there. Jawan Jennings right now is going in the 9th round. And Ricky Pearsall even further down. Which
that's a steal in the 9th round. You catch your Jawan Jennings in the 9th round, go ahead and take
that's
him.
lower than it was a week and a half ago, and that's with the Ayuk news that he's.
I think that's because of the contract dispute.
The Jennings thing,
Yeah,
which makes sense, but at the same time, like they have to take care of it now.
exactly. They do because they let Debo go.
Yep, and especially when you look at the wide receiver core here, man, it's not super deep. But
It's thin.
Yeah, like
It's
after
definitely thin.
Ayuk and Jennings and Pearsall, it's Demarcus Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins, and a bunch of other like third, fourth.
Yeah, so it's really gonna be these guys. These are what you got. You got Ayuk coming back in week 6, which I know
a yards per route run monster when he's on the field.
Yeah, I love Ayuk.
I don't.
I do.
I'm not an Ayuk fan.
I'm Ayuk.
I'm not sure what it is. I'm just not a fan of his running style as far as wide receiver goes.
He just one of them guys for me.
I
like Ayuk.
But I know like when he's on the field, he's efficient and he's dominant as far as yards per route run analytics.
Yeah, he's one of them guys, man.
And we haven't even like talked about what might be
the star of the offense.
The star of the offense. What might be the most valuable piece this season? It's Kittle, George Kittle, who all he did last year was catch 1,100 yards,
78 receptions, 1,106 yards, 8 touchdowns.
He was tight end 3.
Was tight end 3 last year,
and I believe he was drafted as the tight end 6.
Yep,
which makes sense. I mean, and that's this. The only thing that concerns me with Kittle is Kittle's injury history because Kittle gets injured too.
Yeah, Kittle does get banged up.
And everyone wants to keep bringing up how Kittle might be the best pick in drafts for tight ends this year, but no one wants to talk about his injury history because Kittle will go out and put you up 20 points, but then he's going to miss a week with a concussion.
Wait a minute. I thought we all was in agreement who tight end 1 was this year.
No, I'm not talking about best tight end. I'm talking about as far as like cost versus finish. Like Kittle's going to be like the most valuable tight end pick to have. Because he's not going to cost you a first or second round pick. He's going in the 3rd round, and he's still going to get you numbers close enough to Bowers or McBride. But you get the discount, which is meant by valuable.
I guess.
But the injury history, like everyone's just ignoring it or don't want to pay attention, just crossing their fingers. But it's something to keep a note of because there's not really any other tight ends in this room. It's like Luke Farrell.
All it is.
Yeah, it's Kittle.
That's really all it is.
So McCaffrey and Kittle, but there's good pieces to have. Like Purdy can deliver the ball. He's going to spread it out. McCaffrey's going to be efficient on the red zone.
He's a solid pick to have. I mean, Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle are probably your 2 top round guys in San Francisco.
Yeah, and this is an offense that's always top 5, top 7.
Yeah, it always winds up in the top.
So when
5.
you have the top 2 wide receivers in a top 10 offense getting drafted in almost double-digit rounds, I'm all over them.
Yeah.
I'm all over the San Francisco wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not as confusing as the situation in Green Bay where there's 7 of them. There's 2 guys, and they're right next to each other.
Yeah, it's 2 guys, and then when Ayuk come back, it's a 3rd.
Yeah, which I don't.
And then you got to take into account CMC get some of that wide receiver work too.
Oh, he's going to get a ton of wide receiver work.
I mean,
especially with all the vacated targets from Debo and Ayuk not being there.
Yeah, why would you need a running back wide receiver when you already got a running back wide receiver?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the question I really want to ask the people who are mad about the Debo trade. Why would you want a running back wide receiver when you got the best running back wide receiver in the game?
I mean, it's not like one stays healthier than the other
maybe
one or
number
anything.
2. Maybe number 2. Saquon.
Versatility. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Saquon. Maybe number 2. But he in that top 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and then Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, Bijan will be
in
up
that
there.
top 3. He in that top 4. He in that group of guys.
Yeah, he's in the tier.
Yeah, he's in that group of guys though.
Anything else to cover before we move on?
No. We got a win-loss total.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Win-loss total is 10.5 for San Francisco this year. That's the Vegas win total for them.
Guess what? Take the over.
You taking the over?
I take the over. I got them finishing 11-6.
I thought you were throwing a little shade on San Fran there, man.
Man, I like San Fran.
Yeah, I like them too. I think you're going to be a little healthier this year. There won't be as much confusion as far as offensive pieces. They'll have an identity. I like them for 12 wins. I think this is a bounce back year for them. It's either all or nothing in San Francisco. So
I think the Rams games are going to be all the difference in this division.
I agree with you there. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's jump into Arizona, man. You know, my secret Arizona love that.
We've been waiting on this, y'all.
Oh yeah, Arizona is full of fantasy goodness in Arizona. Even if you don't like the team.
Hey man, team stats, man. Points per game 23.5. That was 11th, man. Yards per game 358.2, 11th. Rushing yards per game 144.2. That was 7th. And passing yards per game 214.1. That was 18th. And the defense was middle of the package as well in points per game. They gave up 22.3, which was 16th. And in yards per game, 342.5, which was 20th. They do have key additions this year in the defensive on the defensive side. I mean,
yes.
Josh Sweat coming over from the Eagles.
Which is a huge signing.
Akeem Gaithers Davis, the linebacker. They drafted Will Johnson out of Michigan. Jordan Birch, the edge from Oregon. Denzel Burke, the DB out of Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's get into your guy.
My guy, Kyler Murray?
Your guy.
Oh, Mr. Kyler Murray. So, Kyler Murray is frustrating because I hate watching Kyler Murray play.
I wouldn't know because I never draft him.
Yeah. The reason I always end up with Kyler Murray on my team is because everyone else sleeps on him. Or not sleeps on him.
I wouldn't say sleep on him. They just don't like him.
And I'm okay taking the leftovers and getting all the stats and yards. He's a rushing
you're not
quarterback.
wrong for doing so, but
he's usually the last. He's the last of the best rushing quarterbacks available later in drafts.
Yeah.
And now they've given him
weapons. But this year, I think he might bump down a notch with Justin Fields coming into the starting quarterback play.
As far as rushing quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I agree with you there. And then he has better weapons. Marv should take a step up. Trey McBride should still be there. McBride, by the way, what do you have, 170 targets last season? It was insane, dude.
Yeah, we'll get into the trade.
Yeah. But, Kyler Murray, what do you have? 2,400 passing yards last year.
Quarterback 10.
Yeah.
No.
It was 12. He was low last year.
I was QB 10 last year.
Was he 10?
Yeah, he was 10.
I thought he finished a little lower.
Yeah, he had 17.5 fantasy points per game.
Yeah, he had.
All these stats shocked me when I first looked at him.
Because he had 600 rushing yards.
I don't know if these Kyler Murray stats, but he had 3,851 yards passing with 21 touchdowns and 11 interceptions.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
And then 78 carries for 572 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my goodness, is this Kyler Murray? Looking like a real quarterback with these numbers?
He didn't. If you watch the games, he did not look like a real quarterback.
I know he never do.
He pieced it together in games, and that's what's frustrating. He'll get games where he'll throw for 350 and 3 touchdowns, and you're like, oh, okay. This is the Kyler Murray that was in MVP consideration.
And then it'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, and then it'll be like, oh, that's the bobblehead who wears a helmet that's running around on the field. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
That's definitely what happened.
But
I mean,
his rushing upside
for fantasy's sake, I mean,
yes.
he's not a bad option to take at quarterback.
That part. It's the fantasy part. It's not my favorite NFL quarterback by any stretch, but he's always on my list for fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, for fantasy quarterbacks, I mean, he definitely is one of them guys you definitely need to take a look at.
Yeah.
Or he definitely should be an option
he had
in the late rounds.
600 rushing yards last season?
572.
Almost 600.
Yeah.
And he's come out this offseason and said he saw what Lamar's done in Baltimore. He wants to run a bit more. He said the same thing last year, but we didn't really see it as much.
Yeah.
But I think that had more to do with just how things were progressing in the system there last season.
I mean, the number's not that bad. I mean, 38-51, that was 11th amongst quarterbacks. I mean, deep ball attempts, 56, that was 11th amongst quarterbacks. Danger plays, 21, that was 17th amongst quarterback. Interceptable passes, 13th, that was 20th amongst quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So he seemed to get that turnover bug out the way. I mean, and then his passing percentages was up all the way. I mean, true completion percentage 72.3, that was 9th. Red zone completion percentage 63.9, that was 9th. Clean pocket completion percentage 70.9%, that was 9th. And a true passer rating of 97.8, that was 13th amongst quarterbacks. And a QBR of 66.9, that was 8th. So, I mean, the numbers say hey, Kyler can be an efficient passer.
When he's put in situations to be successful, he can be.
But then when you watch the games and you see backyard football, you're like, oh, wow.
They play to the level of their competition, it seems like. Like, when they play good teams, they seem to play really good, and then they play teams they should beat, and they don't show up.
Yeah, which makes it hard to draft guys like
and it's
on this team.
And I think that's just the quarterback Kyler is, because it's far enough into his career where we can kind of determine the player he is. He's a rushing guy who will give you some wins with some touchdowns every now and then.
Yeah.
But I don't like having him as my only quarterback option.
Yeah. You definitely got to have you a backup with Kyler Murray. But as far as it stands, I mean, Kyler Murray could be considered a top 10 quarterback. I wouldn't put him in my top 10, though. I would definitely put him outside my top 10. He'll probably be like 11 or 12 on that list. I think
because of the rushing yards, you have to put him in there just because he's going to get points.
Yeah, I don't know. Just.
And then, like, we expect Marv to take a step up, so we can talk right now.
I don't know. I don't like his.
What?
I don't want to say it.
Kyler or Marv?
I don't like his options as much as I like other guys' options that I would expect to take a leap.
Talking about who?
Kyler Murray.
Oh,
that's why I don't have him in my top 10.
Yeah, it's Marvin and McBride, and
that's it.
Yep.
And then we put him. It's guys. He do have the rushing pedigree, but it's guys he got to compete with. I mean, like Jordan Loves and the J.J. McCarthy's and the Justin Fields.
Yeah. Which is why he's going lower in drafts this year. He's
what,
7th round pick, 8th round pick.
Yeah.
I mean, when we mocked a couple months ago, he was going in the 10th round.
Exactly.
Which is insane to think about for a top 10 quarterback.
But you could definitely he had definitely a sneaky top 10 play.
Yep. But Kyler Murray, man, Marvin Harrison. After Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride, there's nobody.
And James Conner. Shout out my boy James Conner, man, at running back.
Yeah, and like James Conner, we can get into that now. James Conner.
He one of them guys that you also have to have you a backup in place. Because he will get nicked up.
He will. He's actually been healthy the last couple seasons, and it's been really good if you've been
15.9 fantasy points per game. 14th. Last year he had 236 carries, 1,094 yards, and 8 touchdowns. 47 receptions, 414 yards, and a touchdown. Targets 55, that was 11th. Red zone touches 56, that was 10th. In yards, he was 11th. Receiving yards, the 414, that was 6th amongst running backs.
Yep.
Receptions, that was 10th. Total touchdowns was 14th. James Conner is a guy you could get probably.
He's in those middle rounds.
Yeah, he definitely in the middle rounds. But I tend to like his value where he's at.
Yeah. The one thing, so my stance on running back handcuffs has changed over the last years, where I'm not looking at the backup on that specific team as a handcuff. I just want the best player available on my rosters.
Yeah.
However, Trey Benson is one of those handcuffs that I'm targeting if I take James Conner. Because he has the stats and he can be efficient when on the field. If James Conner goes down, it's going to be a plug-and-play situation.
I don't know how much I like Trey Benson.
I think he had very limited work last season, but when he was on the field, I think he averaged almost 5 yards a carry. Like, he was efficient when he was out there.
I didn't get into his carry yards. It was pretty. I didn't really get it. I thought it wouldn't be fair to do him justice to go into all that.
To Trey Benson?
Yeah.
It wasn't, because he didn't get a lot of work.
It was his rookie year. He only had 63 carries for 291 yards.
Very limited work.
So I'm like, I ain't really want to get into all that on him.
But given the James Conner injury history, given
but typically the backup is the best option.
Yeah.
Out there. Depending on what team you on. And seeing how the Cardinals do like to rush the ball a lot. So, Trey Benson would definitely be a handcuff I would be interested in having.
Yeah, but no, just keep a name out for Trey Benson if you're going into drafts and you end up with James Conner on your team.
Yeah.
Because he's going later in drafts.
But that's the point of depth. That's why you want to build depth, because you want to be prepared for these injuries like this.
Exactly. But I don't go into drafts looking to draft handcuff running backs anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you should ever do that.
The injury history is so severe, like a McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Or a James Conner. That's why there's only a couple running backs where I'll look at the backup and make a mental note of it. Trey Benson's one of those guys.
Yeah.
But no, James Conner, if you've been on the James Conner train the last couple of years, it's been a good ride for you. So
it definitely has, but
and I'm going to where he's going in drafts this year, he's an RB1 too. He's right in that zone, but he's a great value in drafts.
I think they got him ahead of Omarion, which I don't know. That's just proven talent, proven stats. I think I would prefer Omarion. In that spot.
Yeah, I want to see the
Just 'cause of
Najee
the
usage
youth.
a little bit more in the youth, but he does have. I like the system better for the running side. I like the offense better. I like the coaching staff better. So,
see, the Najee split don't concern me with.
That doesn't concern me. They're going to run the ball so damn much in LA that Omarion should still get all the work. And Najee don't catch passes, so Omarion's going to get all the reception work. It's just crazy how much more expensive he costs in drafts. But anything else to cover?
Marvin. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, wide receiver 30 last year.
Disappointing for sure.
I don't know his ADP this year, but in my head it was kind of
third round.
It was kind of high.
Yeah,
I didn't like the spot they had him in.
No,
but
I wish it was a round later.
Yeah,
the third round seems a little high.
Yeah, it's a little too rich for my blood.
Yep,
I felt like he should have been in that Calvin Ridley.
You're dropping
George
him like
Pickens,
wide receiver,
tier.
Like 30, 20, 30.
I mean, that's where he finished.
Yeah, that's where you have him again.
Yeah, I mean, that's where he finished.
I like the year 2 upside though, and
I mean, the fact that they ain't putting nobody on the opposite side of him, and they just lost Rondale Moore. It's like,
that part kind of. They did so much to try and.
You still got Kyler Murray as your
pull
quarterback.
Up the defense, they kind of ignored it. Which, I mean, it's a good thing for Marv, though, man. He should get hyper-targeted. Like, Trey McBride should see a bunch of targets.
He should, but the problem was last year is we saw games where he was highly targeted in the first half, and then the next half, it was like nothing.
It would be the first drive, and that was it.
You got to ask him,
because I had him on my team.
Kyler Murray still your quarterback.
And then there'd be games he'd have 6 points. You go into 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, and he puts up 40 rushing yards and a touchdown, and you're at 18. You're like, okay, well, I guess I'm happy. God, Kyler, it's so frustrating being a Kyler owner.
Yeah. But
so frustrating.
Yeah, I'm dropping. I like Marvin Harrison in that third round. I think that third round is a little too high for me for him.
Here's my question. Because their ADPs are so close together, if you're going into the drafts, would you rather have Marvin Harrison or Trey McBride?
Trey McBride.
I would too. Because you can find another wide receiver that's going to give you Marvin Harrison stats. You're not going to find another tight end that's going to give you McBride stats.
Exactly. I mean, and then I don't know what he's around.
Who?
Marvin Harrison. The guys he's around.
Let me check real quick, and I will get right back to you.
But yeah, I don't like that. I just don't like. I don't know. Something about Marvin Harrison is just like. I don't know. I don't like the system. I don't think
it's not a great fit.
It's just not.
Mm-mm.
It just don't seem like it worked to me.
Nope. That's why I'm glad we're getting. Well, not this episode, but
because that third round late tag seems kind of high.
It is, especially it's like Ladd McConkey's going only a couple picks higher, and Ladd should be a top 15 wide receiver this year.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, I don't have full confidence that Marv's going to be a top 15 guy.
I think Ladd was a better wide receiver than Marvin Harrison Jr. last year.
In college?
No, last year.
Oh, yeah. In last year, yeah, definitely. Marv struggled last year, man.
I think Marv was the...
Like, it looked rough last year.
Marv was the worst of the rookie wide receivers.
Yeah. Like, it's sad. Like, you come into the draft, and then Jeremiah Smith makes you look even better in college.
Yeah, and it's like, Marv.
You're like, we drafted Marvin Harrison? We should have waited for Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Marv, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, McBride, Kittle, Bowers, the tight end situation.
Is he above DJ Moore?
Who's that? Marv?
Yeah, because that's diabolical.
They're all about right next to each other. DJ Moore is right there.
That is diabolical.
Yep.
If he is. That is diabolical.
I'm pretty sure. Because it's like DJ Moore. Who else is in there?
I would definitely take DJ Moore before I took Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. And DJ Moore is another guy we've brought up when we did the breakdown. But no one's mentioning DJ Moore this year.
Exactly.
How much DJ Moore news have you heard?
I would definitely take some DJ Moore
before
I took Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. Where are we at? Marvin is going. He's on the 3-4 turn. So Marv's on the 3-4, and then DJ Moore is a round later. DJ Moore's going in the 5th round of drafts this year. The top of the 5th.
Now that's wild.
Yep.
I would definitely wait. I wouldn't take that. You get a better wide receiver in the next round.
Yeah.
You actually probably get a better group of receivers the next round.
There's also Rashee Rice going right next to him.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So you
just get better receivers after him.
Your conviction
don't make
in
no
Marv
sense.
has to be strong if you're going to waste a 4th round pick.
Yeah,
but
you got to expect the second round. I mean, the year 2 bump. But I mean,
and he put on a little size, which would help him.
But
I mean, he wasn't a small guy, but
it don't help him because I mean, it don't change. I mean, the scheme don't change.
Yeah.
Like you got nothing on the other side of you.
McBride and
then
more McBride.
He gonna sprinkle you.
It's like, oh yeah, let me throw a pass to Marv in the corner of the end zone. He can't catch because it's overthrown.
Yeah, but I mean that's just wild, and it's just I just like.
That's why
I like them guys better. Give me Rashee. Give me.
That's why I like Jawan
DJ
Jennings.
Moore. Give me Jawan Jennings.
You think Jawan Jennings and Marvin Harrison's stats are going to be that much different at the end of the year?
That's why I say, man.
Which
you
is why
said, like wide receiver 30. That's why I'm placing him.
So
he deserved to be right there.
You're always giving me crap for taking wide receivers, thinking I can pick one up anywhere. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking wide receivers later. Is there's value to be had in those later rounds.
But I don't never listen to these people though.
Yeah, I know.
I got my own system I go with. It wasn't no system in my head where Marvin Harrison Jr. is ahead of DJ Moore.
No.
There's no system in my head. It's really no system in my head why I would take him over George Pickens.
You know why he's that low?
I'm sorry.
Because no one's talking about him. It's crazy.
I wouldn't take him over Calvin Ridley.
DJ Moore?
No.
Marv.
Marv.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about DJ.
That's just wild, though.
Yep.
That's wild.
It's all hypothetical. It's all it is. It's a hypothetical pick.
But we seen it, though. These other guys, these other rookies we seen.
Yeah. That's
them, the reason why they this high. From Marv is like, I don't know if we seen that from you yet.
He's still going off of what he did in college.
I think it was a bad draft class he went into. He should have waited or something.
That was a neighbor's draft class. That was a good wide receiver class.
I don't think he should have went in that draft. He the worst one of the bunch.
Well, right now.
Leak, Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
Ladd McConkey. Hell, Xavier Worthy.
You're getting dogged by a dude named Ladd, man. Step it up.
Rome Dunze.
Yeah, I think Rome had a little bit worse of a
worse of a year statistically, but as far as like flash, it's like, hey.
Yeah, so we'll see it. Anything to cover with McBride?
This would be a cold pick if you take Marvin Harrison Jr. and his ADP. I'm gonna slap a buyer's beware stick on it.
Yeah, definitely. And I kind of like him towards the back of the 5th more opposed to the top.
I don't like the group he's around. If I don't like the group you in, then
it's very true. Maybe I'm just out on Marvin Harrison. Yeah. I think that's what I'm learning right now.
I think I might be, but if I get to the 5th round and I'm in a good spot and he's there, I wouldn't.
He's definitely he'll just dip in drafts.
It's guys I just like.
I've seen him drop 20 spots in mocks before this year, where
he deserved to be.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh, Marvin.
Yeah,
he's still there. It. And then I'll go 2 picks before. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's
makes sense.
I was like, okay. Trey McBride. All he did was 170 targets last season.
Yeah, man. We already know what you get from Trey.
Ridiculous. He's just hyper targeted.
Yeah, Trey gonna do his thing, man.
Yep. But yeah, only 4 touchdowns, and they didn't come to like.
I got him finished tight end 2 this year, probably.
In PPR leagues, he'll probably finish tight end 2, because there's nobody else to throw the ball to, man. It's Marvin and Trey McBride, which is why Marv's going in higher. That's why guys like Ted Roller are going in.
Yeah, he'll score a lot of touchdowns, but he definitely has value in like
the touchdowns because the offense was so terrible.
Yeah, but I mean the offense ain't gonna be much better.
But I mean, he was another guy who was a highly drafted recruit. He's 111 receptions last year, 1,100 yards as a tight end. You get 100 receptions out of a tight end. That's a league winner, which is crazy to think about.
111 catches, 1,146 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Targets 147. That was second. Target rate 31.3%. Third. Routes ran 473. Fifth. Deep target 7. That was 7th. Red zone target.
That's that high.
See, this is my problem though.
Uh-huh.
When I see this, because the math ain't math.
Numbers don't do
Red
numbers.
zone targets 21. That was second amongst
tight ends.
Yep. But you only have 2 touchdowns.
It's because
the math not math.
So when I told you Kyler Murray's a frustrating quarterback to have, I had a Kyler Trey McBride stack. It was even more frustrating. I did not enjoy it at all.
You shouldn't have.
Because I was like, oh, yeah, they're in a red zone.
You shouldn't stack anything with Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray passes to Trey McBride, and it's overthrown.
You shouldn't stack anything with Kyler Murray.
Yeah. But there's value to be had on this team for fantasy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value to be had.
It definitely is.
Which is like Trey McBride, tight end 2.
Tight end 2, Marvin Harrison Jr.
He'll be at least a flex
whatever them
receiver.
other people saying.
Yep.
Y'all don't listen to. I'm telling you, he ain't nothing but a flex.
James Conner will be a low end RB1,
RB,
high end RB2.
And then you got Kyler Murray's top 10.
Yep. And he'll have weeks where he'll rush for 80, 90 yards and 2 touchdowns and be a top 3 quarterback.
Exactly. I mean, it's value to be had on this team.
So I think that wraps it up for Arizona, man. Let's go
OG
ahead.
win total?
For Arizona, I have them at 7. I don't think they're going to be great.
Yeah, I got them at 7. I got them finish 7 and 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Vegas has a win total of 8.5.
Yeah. We're taking an under.
Like 2 wins, that's considerably. Which their defense, they did a lot on defense, but that's a tough division, man. With San
it definitely
Francisco,
is.
LA stepping things up.
Kind of a rough schedule too.
Yeah.
Just kind of the placement of things. A lot of these schedules are just because you're in the same division don't mean you get the same placement of games. Like last week when we did the Detroit one, their placement was just
all like
awful.
Top 10.
Yeah, it was awful. Like why would you? Like they got NFC 6 weeks to just playoff teams.
And we did AFC North. It was all top 5 schedules.
Like,
and this one's all kind of middle of the pack.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just
like 12 through 18 or something like that. But no, man, I don't see them winning many, if any, games in this division. If they do, they're gonna have to sneak a couple.
Yeah.
But I'm not super high on Arizona this year.
Yeah, me either.
Okay.
Sorry, Arizona.
I mean, it's not because I don't want to. I want to root for Kyler Murray and have him on my team.
I know you do. I don't. I enjoy this.
I hope you enjoy George Pickens this year.
I enjoy it.
I can't wait.
Hey, I ain't the only one on this George Pickens hill.
I know you're
not. Choo.
I heard.
Hey, y'all get on with me, man. We gonna teach Steve a thing or two about these receivers, man.
Okay. Yes, sir. We will.
He gonna learn some receivers on this pod with me. All right.
All right. Well, that's enough talk about George Pickens. Let's talk about Jackson Smith and Jigba and the Seattle Seahawks, man.
Let's talk.
Yes, sir. We got Sam Darnold in at quarterback this year, taking over for Geno. Ew. How you feeling about Sam in Seattle? You? Yeah, I'm right there with you. He had 3,900 yards, 22 touchdowns last year. Or wait, never mind. That's not his numbers. That's projected numbers. But whoops. So no.
Sam Darnold last year, man. He was quarterback 9 last year. He had fantasy points per game 18.1. Last year he had 361 completions, 546 attempts, 4,319 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 67 carries, and 212 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, and that was
with one of the best offensive minds in the game.
I think that's the key takeaway there is don't expect the same Sam Darnold
that you got.
He is not on the same team with the same coach.
Exactly.
Like Kevin O'Connell knows what he's doing on offense. He might be the best offensive coordinator. Right, he's up there with Sean McVay.
He definitely is.
Yep.
He one of them guys.
And especially when you talk about coaches for quarterbacks.
Yeah, he definitely one of them guys.
But yeah, we talked about all that the other week. Sam Darnold, I think we're going to get Sam Darnold. We know him.
Yeah, I don't think if you got Sam Darnold in your top 10, I don't think you should have Sam Darnold in your top 10 this year.
No.
I feel like Sam Darnold is that middle of the pack guy. Probably quarterback 16 and 17.
Sam Darnold is a desperation bye week.
You gotta think he ain't really got the same weapons he had in Minnesota as well.
He doesn't. I mean, he has Jackson Smith and Jigba, who
I want to slap a buyer's beware
I do too.
on Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I do too, because I saw the
Because
stats.
I hate his ADP.
I do too. And it is crazy because he finished with the wide receiver 12 or 10 last year.
He actually finished. He finished pretty high.
Yeah, I mean he
Pretty
was a wide receiver.
Wide
one
receiver
last year.
9.
Yeah, he was a
finished
wide receiver 1.
His ADP is 33.2.
Yeah,
So that's the third round.
top of the third round.
Top of the third.
So he's going right there with Lad McConkey and Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And then
I feel like that when you get the Lad and those 2 wide receiver names shouldn't be there. Jackson Smith and Jigba and Marvin Harrison.
Everybody else can draft Jackson Smith and Jigba this year.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
just
the
not
decline
in
is
on
gonna
it.
Hit Seattle hard.
I'm just not in on it. I mean, even though it was 100 receptions last year, 1,130 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Yep.
It's just
and he's a slot guy. And then they brought in Cooper Kupp, who Cooper Kupp's a slot guy.
exactly.
How many slot guys are you gonna have on there?
I don't know.
And then you get
I don't
rid of
know-
DKs.
I don't know their plans, bro.
I don't either. And they don't really. They got Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's probably going to be their X receiver on the outside, unless they throw Cooper Kupp out there to be a sacrificial goat all season.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know about Jackson Smith and Jigba this year.
I mean, the talent's there. I'm all board for the talent.
Yeah, the talent is there. It's just wide receiver 9 was kind of crazy.
Especially how slow he started the season,
Yeah,
how that team performed, and then you didn't really see it or hear.
and it's just kind of crazy because
Yeah,
I don't even remember Seattle last year. That's how awkward
you don't remember
it is.
JSN, and then you looked at the rankings. You're like 12. Is he doing a 12?
9.
Yeah.
9 is just crazy. Top 10? That's wild. But I mean, fantasy points per game only 14.9. So it's like you were doing your thing, but when you doing your thing,
that first 4-6 weeks was a slow start because that was JSN was a target, a trade target after the first 4 weeks for me. Like I tried aggressively to get JSN and no one wanted to come off of him because the hype was so strong preseason.
yeah, I ain't really believe the hype. I ain't gonna hold you.
No.
I don't know why, but I'm just not. But Jackson Smith and Jigba be that high is kind of like.
Well, let me ask you this: what happens if Sam Darnold isn't the starter all year and they decide to throw Milroe in there after week 4? Is that help or hurt JSN?
I mean, it's kind of the
Or
same.
is it just a wash?
I think it's kind of the same.
Yeah. I like Milroe for the rushing upside.
Yeah, of
But,
course you'll like Milroe.
I don't think it helps.
I don't think it helps.
I wasn't a huge
wide
Jalen
receivers
Milroe
much.
fan as a passing quarterback.
Yeah, me either. But I don't think it's much for
Yeah, and then
Jackson Smith and Jigba. I just don't like his quarterback situation. I feel like you're in a worse quarterback situation, and you don't know your scheme.
wide receiver room is
And then-
depleted.
Ain't nobody talk about the elephant in the room here.
What's the elephant in the room?
Now you're number 1.
Oh, JSN.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the number 3rd. He's the
Yeah,
third guy.
now
anymore.
you're not the third option anymore. You're the number 1 guy.
Yep.
So now when defenses come in, now they got to scheme around you. Now they got to prepare for you. It's kind of a lot different now. So I could definitely see JSN taking a scale back on that wide receiver 9.
I can't too. And even when he was at Ohio State, I never saw him as like a true alpha number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah,
I saw him as a complementary piece, kind of like Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
That's how I viewed JSN. It was a Devonta Smith.
Never really.
I'm not. He's good. He's a very serviceable wide receiver. I think
I'm
he's
trying to figure out how he got these stats. To be honest,
injuries.
but
Yeah,
Geno is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold.
Geno
so I mean,
was hyper targeting. Yeah.
so it's like you took a step back at receiver, at quarterback, and then I don't want to get into the other elephant in the room, but Ken Walker can't stay healthy to save his life.
That part. Ken Walker, they're gonna run the ball a ton on this team, man.
They are.
Yep.
But Ken Walker can't stay healthy to save his life.
Which
Great
is-
running back. Great option, but he's also one of them guys where you better have you a handcuff if you draft him.
Yeah, Ken Walker could win you a league if he stays healthy. The problem is he can't stay healthy.
Exactly.
He is a top 5 running back in yards per carry
Exactly.
when he's on the field. But Zach Charbonnet, which is one of the running backs I took on our last mock last week.
Now he's definitely the running back handcuff for Ken Walker.
Yes, that is another. The only
He's one
thing
of them
is,
guys where you know his name because of that, though.
but the cost is so expensive. If I take Ken Walker, you have to burn another single round pick on Zach Charbonnet, I'm out at that point. I'll take Zach Charbonnet or Ken Walker, but I don't want to
think you got to draft Jack Charbonnet. I mean, he round 9?
Yeah,
10?
he's like a double. He
like round 9.
8, 9. Yeah, he's close to the double digits.
Yeah.
But Charbonnet is one of those guys I like too. But I mean, Ken Walker, man, if he can stay healthy the whole season, he's
a stud.
He's a top 10.
But can he stay healthy the whole season? We haven't seen it. So it's like.
And then Zach Charbonnet, who's sophomore year or third year?
Third year.
Yeah, third year. I believe so. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely the solid option behind him.
And he's a better pass catcher than Ken Walker as well.
Exactly.
And with
Ken Walker got
Sam Darnold in the backfield.
Got some receiving probably.
Yeah, he's not a bad receiver.
It's just, can you stay healthy?
Yeah. And when Charbonnet came out of college.
I've seen a lot of people have him in their top 10 rankings, and I'm like, whoa, slow down a little bit.
If you're statting things out for the full 17 games and no injuries.
If I was doing 17 games, no injuries, but I can see it. But I got to factor in the whole player.
I agree with you completely.
I definitely got to factor in the whole player. And there's, in my head, there's like, I see Ken Walker, then I see Breece Hall.
Yep.
I think I want Breece.
You think so?
Yeah. And I think I got Breece at RB16.
That's a tough one. I think I'd go Ken Walker, but I'm not sure.
Exactly.
I think I'd go Ken Walker.
See, like, but I believe I go Breece just because I know Breece going to be there.
Yeah. And Breece gets a ton of reception work.
Exactly.
I'll have to look into that. I think I still go
Breece your type of running back.
Type of guy. But Ken Walker's so good.
Ken Walker usually my type of guy.
Enough with the reception work to get me there, but yeah. I'll look up those ADPs in a second here. But Jalen Milroe they drafted, who I think we see sooner rather than later with Sam Darnold there. Like I don't think Sam's going to be there all year. The receiver room, there is nothing after JSN and Cooper Kupp, man. And Cooper Kupp, who's basically the ghost of Cooper Kupp on the field at this point, like that regression hit hard last season, man.
Yeah.
He came back from that injury after week 10, 11 or 12? I think it was 12. And it was like 0 points, 0 points. There was a 3-week stretch where he had goose eggs the whole thing. I almost dropped Cooper Kupp. I kept him on my roster as just like...
Yeah, wide receiver 38 last year. He didn't really do too much.
It was bad. And then they don't have any money. They got Torrey Horton, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Jake Bobo as wide receiver core in Seattle. Jake Bobo will get reception work this year, which is sad to say. The tight ends, there's not really much to talk about. Elijah Arroyo, I think, is the name to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, Elijah Arroyo out of Miami.
Yep. That's the name that stuck out for me because I know he's a receiving tight end.
Yeah.
And they spent like a 3rd-round pick on him, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's a solid guy. He was a solid guy in Miami.
And he had like big pop weeks when he was at Miami.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch a super ton of college football, but like it's a name that I recognize and was aware of. So take that into account. Last year, Zach Charbonnet, he had 909 yards from scrimmage, I believe. Let me double check that. But I mean, he gets work. Like Sharps is going to cut into the Ken Walker work.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hey, they love Ken Walker over there.
They do, which made no sense when they drafted Charbonnet because they took Ken Walker a year earlier.
Yeah,
it was weird. But yeah, anything else? I mean, there's not a lot to cover in Seattle.
OG total on Seattle. What you got?
8.
Yeah, I got 8 too.
Did you?
Yeah. Vegas got them at 7.5, so I guess me and my
the
boys.
defense is really good.
Yeah, the defense is really solid.
We kind of skipped over that part because it's
we
not
definitely skipped over that
relevant,
part. But the defense is pretty solid.
Defense will keep them in games this year, which is the only reason I have them at 8 wins. Otherwise, it would have been like 4, 5. This is not a good team.
Yeah,
this is going to be one of the worst offenses in the league, I think.
Probably. Yeah. But Vegas got him at 7.5, and I guess me and my boy, we both taking the over on that.
Yeah, a little bit higher. I mean, Sam Darnold, like he may not be great, but he's not going to lose you a game. He can manage you a win.
Yeah, he can manage you a win.
And then if you're if you're that dominant on defense, you can ground and pound with 2 running backs the whole way and just pick people apart.
Yeah.
So I see the road to being an 8-win or better team. I just don't like the supporting cast on the team.
At all.
All right, man. I was going to cover that. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here in L.A., man.
L.A.
Showtime, baby.
I'm going back to too. Cali.
What? Yeah.
All right, man. On to the Rams, man.
Yes, sir.
Offense last year, points per game, 21.9. That was 19th. Yards per game, 330 yards per game. That was 14th. Rushing yards per game, 103.5. That was 23rd. Passing yards per game, 229.5. That was 9th. They didn't really do too much this offseason.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into these key fantasy players, man. Starting off with numero uno, Matthew Stafford.
Yes, sir.
Man, last year, quarterback 19.
Yep, 4,400 passing yards.
Yeah.
28
fantasy
touchdowns,
points per game, 13.4.
which is not bad. Matthew Stafford he's been basically a career QB2.
Yeah.
he's a career bye-week plug-in quarterback.
Yeah, if you're expecting us to have anything top 15-ish about Matthew Stafford,
He'll have weeks depending on the matchup.
I don't think he's top 15.
No, he's towards the end of his career, man. This is kind of the farewell tour for Matthew Stafford, I think.
Exactly, going into the back injury thing. So
yeah, yep. Now he's dealing with vertebrae issues,
old people problems,
and it's not the first time. This was an issue the last couple of years.
Exactly. So I mean,
and when he's not on the field, it's not pretty
at all.
It is bad.
They trying to find a way.
Yep.
Which is kind of concerning because you would think like, hey man, why wouldn't y'all take a little quarterback action?
Yeah. Which I mean, they drafted Stetson Bennett. They got Jimmy Garoppolo. So
Stetson Bennett is horrid, and Jimmy Garoppolo, we already know what that is.
Yeah. I mean, they might do enough to be able to keep fantasy relevant players relevant. I don't care about the Rams. I care about the pieces on the Rams.
Aside from Matthew Stafford, though, this is a fantasy gold mine.
Oh, it is, man. As long as Stafford's healthy, there are pieces everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Kyron Williams, who I'm super high on Kyron Williams.
You are.
It's because
listen.
Yep.
People don't think I'm high. I'm not as high on Chase Brown and Kyron Williams as Steve is.
Yeah.
But they are in my top 15 running backs.
I mean, I think you kind of have to put them there just based on the reception work that they get.
They just not my kind of running back.
And then Kyron is hyper efficiency in the red zone is unheard of, man. There's like
Kyron gets a ton of opportunities, so that just can't be ignored.
Was he the RB1 for red zone opportunities? I think he led the league in red zone opportunities.
Red zone touches he did. He was 77. That was first.
Yep.
And touchdowns he had 16, which was fourth.
And he's always in the top 5 for touchdowns.
But he overhyped in the receiving department. He only had 34 receptions, which was 30th. Routes ran 142, which was 31st. Route percentage 26%, which was 37th. Yards per reception 5.4, which was 31st. And then yards per touch, which was 4.2, which was 47th. And the only problem I have with Kyron Williams is I love your opportunity, but you don't get the passing work like most people think you do.
No, it's because it's going to that man on the outside, Puka Nacua, or it was going to Cooper Kupp.
But you know what you is? You're a Derrick Henry. You're a Josh Jacobs. You got value running the ball, 316 carries, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns.
Which is weird because he doesn't seem like that kind of running back.
Yeah, you just not as efficient running the ball as these guys.
Yeah, as far as like a pure running back.
You just need more touches in order to do it.
You know what the weird thing is?
You got the numbers.
When I ran the ball, I was a power back.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. I love his opportunity. I love the opportunity he gets. He's just not an explosive runner and with studs on the outside. And then
it's kind
this is not like a receiving core where you need a running back.
You don't have to
get
dump
receptions.
It is not.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell. Yep. You're fine at receiver. So and you already got the best offensive mind in the game scheming you up. So something is open to one of the wide receivers.
And then the tight ends, we don't really need to get into. There's Higbee, there's Colby Parkinson, but
I ain't even writing that down.
They're serviceable tight ends. I mean, they're going to be very good for NFL and winning games.
They drafted Terrence Ferguson out of Oregon, another tight end.
Yeah, that name. Wow. I keep hearing his name pop up, and I don't know why. I'm going to have to look Terrence Ferguson up.
Yeah, he's a pretty good tight end.
Yeah.
He was pretty good at Oregon.
Okay, that's a name because I keep hearing the name pop up.
But I mean, the two studs on this team. I mean, you got two top 15 wide receivers leading the way.
Yeah, It's Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, man. And given Devontae Adams' age, he was efficient and dominant when he was on the field last year.
Exactly, man. Last year, Devontae, 85 receptions, 1,063 yards, 8 touchdowns. Fantasy points per game, 17.2.
Yep.
So, I mean.
And that was with old man Rodgers throwing the ball.
Old man Rodgers.
And now you get Stafford, who still has a
You
cannon.
got old man Stafford.
Devontae was
but Devontae, man,
constantly
a lot of people,
open downfield.
I think a lot of people using the word old with Devontae a lot, but I mean it's just kind of the systems he been in the last 2 years. But I mean,
you get shipped around, yeah.
You definitely got the same type of play. I mean, targets 141. That was 9th. Deep targets 21. That was 14th. Red zone targets 25. That was 3rd.
Well, he didn't look like he lost a step.
He didn't.
Yeah, he looked like
It's
Devontae
just the system.
Adams. Yep.
It's just the system he was in, and now you take him and you put him in a better system.
And you put Puka on the other side?
Made for those wide receivers. And you got, I mean, last year you played with Garrett Wilson, so let's not act like he can play with another wide receiver.
So I know you were a little lower than like consensus on Puka Nacua.
Because
your opinions changed after going into the divisional breakdown at all?
No.
No? You're still a little bit lower?
No. My lower on Puka is 9.
Yeah.
Everybody in an uproar because I got Puka 9. Puka 9 ain't crazy work. I just ain't got him in my top 5. He in my top 10.
Yeah. I agree with you there. I think I'm on the same page
it's
with you.
It's just about placement.
And then
I can't put him above Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
I can't put him above Brian Thomas.
Nope.
I can't put him above Jahmyr Chase.
The Brian Thomas one, there could be an argument made.
I can't.
Jamar Chase, you can't. Justin Jefferson, you can't. CeeDee Lamb, you can't.
I can't put him above
Malik Neighbors,
CD.
you can't.
I can't put him above Tyreek. Low key. If Tua play, I can't put him above Tyreek. But that's the only thing with that.
Yeah. And then you add in Devontae Adams, who's going to demand
Adams,
targets.
And then you turn, and then I got Lad McConkey too. So I mean, I can't put him above Lad.
So it's the yards per route run is crazy, man.
And then you got Drake London, who I also got him behind. So it's like,
I
man.
think that's kind of where I have Puka at Drake London.
He's in that tier. I got him in a tier with Drake, Garrett Wilson,
Garrett Wilson. Yeah. The more I see
Terry McLaurin,
the more I see Garrett this year, the more I
Drake London.
I have him
in that group. Ain't nothing wrong with that group of receivers. That is a group of receivers that I love to be wide receiver 1, to be honest.
And because he plays in LA and he's on an efficient offense, he gets bumped up in drafts.
The problem with Puka is he's not healthy.
The back thing.
I call a spade a spade. He's not healthy.
Going back to college.
I don't want me a top 5 wide receiver that's unhealthy.
And only plays 3/4 of your games?
Exactly. I can't do it. I just can't do it. That's a waste of value.
You're not wrong.
You want me to draft him in the first round? That's a waste of value for him to get hurt.
And you want to talk about people who are throwing shade on McCaffrey.
Exactly.
Like, Puka ain't no healthier.
They overhyped. I ain't gonna say they're overhyping it.
Like, them back spasms hit hard.
Puka is nice.
Yeah.
But he gotta play.
He does.
He gotta play.
I mean, as long as if he can get the back thing straightened out, if he can stay on the field.
I got him in a group of wide receivers that played a whole season.
Yep.
A whole couple seasons.
I mean, even Malik missed games and outpaced him.
So it's like, I can't do it.
Yep. I completely understand where you're coming from there. The Matthew Stafford, I think the team takes a downgrade because Matthew Stafford, his age, he's not prime Matthew Stafford anymore.
I don't know. I think the team takes a little tick up. That's the old guy, though.
You think so?
That's the only old thing on the team.
Yeah.
Devontae.
Devontae.
That's a young defense.
And then when we brought up Kyron Williams, we didn't even talk about Blake Corum yet. It was
Blake Corum, young.
Another very young, serviceable wide receiver.
Yeah, who was considered the best running back in college football when he played. Yeah.
And it was like him and Charbonnet were they in the same draft? Or I think they were a year separated.
It was a year separated.
But they both went to teams where they had established RB1s. And you're like, what are these guys doing?
Exactly.
Frustrating. But this is another team where I'm keeping an eye out on the backup as well.
Yeah.
Because this offense is so good, and McVay knows what he's doing. Like, you need pieces of this team. You have to have it, especially for fantasy, whether it's the running game or wide receiver. Like, this is pieces that I want. So... anything else to cover?
No.
Win totals?
I got into the Rams win total. I got them at 11. I got them at the same win total I got San Francisco at.
Their defense is very good. We keep skipping over the defenses, but this is a division where...
This is a young, talented defense.
division.
On the Rams.
This is a growing division.
It is.
And all the defenses are very solid. I have them a little lower. I had them at 9 wins.
I think this is the best offense in that division, though.
This is the best offense? Yeah, you're probably right. Like San Francisco would be close, but it depends on who's there.
The outside is crazy.
Yep.
No, nothing beat Puka and Devontae.
Yeah.
On the outside in that division.
What's
And then you throw in Kyron. It's like okay.
So real quick before we jump into anything else, division standings.
I got a tie. I got San Francisco and
this isn't soccer, sir.
And LA at the one. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go LA winning the division.
LA 1, San Fran 2.
Yeah, LA 1, San Fran 2, Seattle.
Then Arizona last. All right.
It's a 7-win in last place, so I mean it's a competitive division. Ain't nobody out there just getting scored.
I had Seattle last. I think I'm gonna have to switch it. I got San Fran 1, LA 2, and then Seattle.
Man, let us know what y'all think, man. San Fran 1 or LA 1. Y'all like San Fran or LA, man?
Yeah, let us know in the comments because I think it depends on the health. I think it depends on McCaffrey and the health.
Yeah, I think it depends on Matt Stafford and the health.
Yeah.
They both got health. I think it's 2 teams with health concerns, but hey.
Yeah. Alrighty. What was I going to say? I was going to ask you a question, and now I can't remember what it was. Can't remember.
Oh, there it goes.
Because it wasn't important. But yeah, it's going to wrap it up. So we got next week mock drafts, right?
Yeah. Magalaka. And we got the AFC West.
Yeah, next week, mock drafts. AFC West. Wrapping it all up, getting y'all some practice, getting y'all informed, man. Draft season. A lot of drafts are getting ready to start kicking off here. So I know y'all are doing your research. We're doing our research.
I got 2 weeks until I got my first.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's my piece of advice. If you're a league manager, push your drafts off for as late as possible. I call it the JK.
Yeah, we always go a couple days before the season.
I call it the J.K. Dobbins rule.
Yeah, we go what we go? We usually go the Tuesday before the season.
I usually try to do the Monday or Tuesday before that Thursday game. Well, that's because
I think I got the Metro G League. I think I got it Sunday.
Sundays?
Yeah. Before the season.
And then Quan will usually do his league on Saturdays. So it's like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then you get a day to look at your roster or two. And then you're in it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to deal with
the
preseason injuries
and stuff like that.
Taking a second round pick and then they're out for the season with an ACL injury. So, yeah. Anything else to talk about? I think that about wraps it up, man.
Yeah, that'll wrap us up this weekend.
Yes, sir. That was a little bit of a longer episode, man. I ran into an hour.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man.
You said. So when I was doing the editing, you do all this little funny stuff when you're looking at the camera, and I didn't even notice till I was editing it. I was laughing, man. It was hilarious. But yeah, man, we appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all coming back. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out. Bye.
We back with another banger.